Hello and welcome. This is the Goodly Christian Witch. The title of this video is Was Jesus the Nazarene, the Antichrist, from the point of view of the established Jewish religious community? Who is the Moshiach? Jesus the Nazarene came to bring war, not peace. He told his disciples that he had come to bring a sword, not a plowshare. Matthew 10:34, New Heart English Bible. Do not think that I came to send peace on the earth. I did not come to send peace, but a sword. What would Jesus, Yeshua the Nazarene, in contrast to Jesus Sirach, Yeshua ben Eliezer ben Sira, and Jesus Barabbas, Yeshua bar Abba, have seemed like to the established kosher Jewish traditional community of the day? Let's take a look at Jesus the Nazarene's own family. Mary, Joseph, and the rest of his half-siblings were much better, and there's a lot in life improved, and they were much better off, actually. Once Joseph's stepchild, the illegitimate and heterophobic Jesus of Nazareth, was executed for his sedition, blasphemy, and sorcery. They were then free to raise their own children, their other children, that the two of them had together, Joseph and Mary, properly. They could raise them properly then and have their traditional kosher lives. Jesus wanted too much attention and to destroy the Hebrew traditions that kept people secure and fruitful. Keep in mind that Jesus of Nazareth was the Lamb of God. Aries, the ram, the Tale, having the Shem Hemperesh permutation of Yud He Vav He, that's with the little h at the end. In other words, fire and water and air and earth, or fire, again, water, air, and earth. Okay, so that's in the Tetragrammaton. That's for Aries. Every zodiac sign has its own permutation. And Yud He Vav He, or Jehovah, Yahweh, that's for Aries, the ram. And right, we've gone through the age of Pisces, and now we're getting into the age of Aquarius. Those are different permutations of the Tetragrammaton. We have different arrangement of those letters. I'm not going to get into all that right now. That's another video and another writing, another document. But for now, just understand that was what Jesus was. He was the Lamb of God. He was the Yud He Vav He, the Aries, the Lamb, the fire, water, air, earth of the age of Aries. Okay, he was to be, when he was killed, that brought in the age of Pisces, you see. All right, now, since Jesus the Nazarene did not teach his disciples to keep a kosher lifestyle, he did not. He would be more appropriately categorized as a Noahide rabbi, sent to assist the Gentiles towards Torah law. Although many Orthodox and even Reformed Jewish communities see Jesus as more of an annoyance than anyone to be taken seriously, and scoff at the mention of Noahide law, they do, this is a comfortable placement for his teachings. Jesus of Nazareth was, in some respects, more akin to the Antichrist for the Hebrews, calling for the destruction of their holy temple in the Gospel of Matthew. Most likely, some of the Hebrew religious of the day knew that prophecy is actually either a curse or a blessing. In this case, Jesus, son of Mary, Yeshua ben Miriam, was cursing the holy temple, not blessing it. Matthew 24, 1-2. Matthew 24, 1-2, New Heart English Bible. Jesus went out from the temple and was going on his way. His disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple. But answering, he said to them, "Do you not see all of these things? Truly I tell you, there will not be left here one stone on another that will not be thrown down." Okay, that's the end of that, my quoting that verse. On the other hand, Jesus Barabbas, Yeshua Bar Abba, was an insurrectionist, and more like the type of messianic political religious figure that could fight for and establish a liberated Jewish nation. He was an insurrectionist. Barabbas, who they called for, his name was Jesus. Jesus Barabbas, that was his name. And they called for that Jesus, the insurrectionist. They did not call for the one who wanted to destroy the temple and cursed it with his prophecy. Because all prophecies are either curses or blessings. Just look at the way Jacob cursed or blessed his sons. Okay? So understand that. So what they wanted when they called for Barabbas, for Jesus Barabbas, his name in Hebrew was Yeshua Bar Abba. He was an insurrectionist, and they called for him because they wanted a messianic political religious figure that could fight for and establish a liberated Jewish nation. That's what they wanted. When the Messiah comes back, his name won't be Jesus, the Moshiach, and he will be the Lion of Judah. Not the unclean stepchild, not the illegitimate, unmarried, and unfruitful Lamb of God to be slaughtered, as was Jesus. Jesus of Nazareth, the Nazarene, he was illegitimate, he was a stepchild, he was unmarried, and he was unfruitful. He didn't have children. And he was chosen to be slaughtered because of those traits, which is why when he called out, Eloi, 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 he wasn't helped because he was a stepchild. He wasn't son of the Father, he was a stepchild. And that's why he was slaughtered, that's why he was sacrificed, and that's why he wasn't helped. So the Lion of Judah will consume the nations. His name will not be Jesus. Now Isaiah 7:14, a New Heart English Bible, "Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Look, the virgin will conceive and bear a son, and they will call his name Emmanuel." Right there, it's in Isaiah 7:14. You don't have to wonder what will the name be. Right there, Emmanuel. Remember, the word Lord means Baal. It's the Semitic god of fertility who does this. He's a fertility god. He's a Semitic Baal. The Lord is the Semitic god of fertility and war and rain and thunderstorms. This is the Goodly Christian Witch. We'll see you again. We'll see you soon.